Hi, welcome to Changing Mindsets with Louise Namara. The coronavirus. This is a pandemic that has really struck the globe. Many have died of it, some are infected, and some are recovered, which we really thank God for. And also thank God for those that are still safe and fine. Now, it is said, behind every challenge is an opportunity. Behind every great challenge is a great opportunity. Now, someone may ask, what opportunity is there behind this great pandemic? Now, let me bring it down to Africa. Africa has always depended on countries outside Africa for its livelihood, for its sustainability, especially China. We've imported from, we normally import from them the goods, the services, we get aid from them. But now that China is on a shutdown, does that mean that Africa should now go on hold just because we cannot import certain things from these countries? No. Don't you think it's an opportunity for Africa to arise? God has blessed Africa with so many natural resources. If you look at the evergreen vegetation, we have the trees. If you look at the natural foods or fruits that we have, if you look at the waters and the livelihoods in there, if you look at the minerals, Africa is so rich with lots of minerals, the gold, the iron, the copper, the silver, the diamond, name it, Africa has it. Don't you think it is time for Africa to arise and to make use of these natural resources that God has given us to enrich ourselves? Now, sometime back I made a video and I was saying that Africa's health is not going to come from outside Africa. It is going to come from within, and it is God who is going to help us to enrich ourselves. The Bible says, call upon me and I'll answer you and show you great and mighty things that you know not of. Africa, we've always depended on these outside countries because of the mentality that was placed in us, especially through our educational system. The mentality of depending on the outside countries, a dependency syndrome. And because of this, we have not gone out to invent or to innovate our own products and services. We've always looked up to the whites because of the mentality that was put in us that everything good comes from out and not from Africa. But now that we see the coronavirus, which is not a good thing, has come from out and it has shut down our businesses and schools and all that, does that mean that we should also sit and do nothing? Don't you think it is time for us to arise as Africa and enrich ourselves with what God has given us? Let us ask God to give us wisdom. Let us ask Him to help us to break out of that mentality, that dependency syndrome, such that we can go out and learn to invent different products and come up with different services and aid ourselves and build ourselves as Africa. Yes, I know that the pandemic has reached Africa, but the good thing is that by the time it came, we had the precautions. We need to be clean, to keep our hands clean. We need to eat healthy. Thank God we have the precautions. We thank God so much even for the countries that, yes, have maybe shut down the schools and the social gatherings, but it doesn't mean that we should also shut down our brains and our hands. No, it's actually time for us to work. It's time for us to sit down, come up with new business plans, come up with ideas, sit and or invent things even as you're home, come up with new products, look for ways to have them sold and given out to other people. Let us enrich ourselves as Africa. I believe within my heart that this pandemic has a good side of it. Yes, the bad side really hurts, but let us not allow the fear to cripple us or to incapacitate us of our ability to work, to incapacitate us from our ability to think ahead, to look way beyond it. I believe that it will also pass. Now, when it has passed, then what? Okay, so Africa, this is time for us to arise. This is time for us to look within us. What good has God given us? Let us arise and use it and build ourselves. Let us change from that mentality, the dependency syndrome, and let us learn to be creative. Let us unite and support one another. Thank you very much.